Hi. Thanks for checking in to this quick review of session 3 of our Bible study, the 6 month rule. Uh, Session 3 really focused a lot on Philippians chapter 2, where Paul tells us how important it is to focus our attention, be intentional about paying attention and paying attention to others and putting their needs before our own needs. We reconnected that particular idea from Paul with topics from session 2, being curious instead of furious, where mercy is better than or trumps judgment. And we also connected that to some of our conversations about living in community with each other and how for us to live the type of life that we want to or that God wants us to live, we need to exhibit those behaviors, say those things to which people will be drawn or for which people will be drawn toward us. Again, we connected that with Philippians chapter 2 and really some of those outward ways that we show that we're putting other people before ourselves. We also started to connect this concept or idea of putting other people before us with the conversations that we have. We took a look at what can happen when we start with a very small domino and push it, and what might happen with that small domino as it continues to knock over larger and larger dominoes, focusing on the importance of every conversation that we have, each conversation that we have, each interaction that we have with others. Those are opportunities for us to put other people's needs before our own. And it's very important that we show the people, show others that we're concerned about them, that their needs, their perspectives are important to us by the way that we listen to them. And we're just getting ready to start some of those conversations about being good listeners, good active listeners, and how we might do that so that others feel important. They feel like we've actually taken the time to hear them in those conversations. We also went on in chapter 2 where Paul connects this idea of putting other people first and not complaining, which for me is really kind of a confusing connection, to put other people first and connecting it immediately to this idea of not complaining or not grumbling in any of the situations. It became really clear to me, though, one time when someone showed me the American Sign Language for stop complaining. The stop complaining. American Sign Language not only has explicit meaning, the stop complaining piece, but also the implicit. And in that complaining, all of our fingers are pointing at ourselves. So when we think about that concept of connecting, putting other people first, and to stop complaining, really the implicit message in that sign language is stop paying attention to yourself. As we think about the final session of the 6-month rule, we continue to reflect on who is it that we want to be? What are the things that we want people to say about us? And will they say the right things? Will they say those things and be truthful in the message that they communicate about us? In getting ready for our 4th session, some readings that might be very helpful. Just really all of Philippians, specifically Philippians chapter 4, verses 4 and 7. I would encourage you to take a look at the book of James and 1 Thessalonians 5, verses 16 and 18. I look forward to reconnecting with you and finishing our session with session 4 this week.